In the name of Allah, we're gonna start. Let's start with dua. May Allah protect Saudi Arabia and all Islamic countries from any dangers. Why we study science grade 1?
Because the science of today, the technology of tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Yes, Sanad, can you tell me why we study science? The science?
Hi, teacher.
Hi. Hi, grade 1. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. How are you? Me, I'm teacher.
Hi, Earth. Hi, Sanad. Hi, all of you, grade 1. How are you today?
I am
Okay.
fine.
Let's tell me why we study science grade 1.
But the science of today, technology of tomorrow. Teacher, because the science of today, the technology of tomorrow. I am Saud, teacher.
Thank you, Saud. Thank you so much, Saud. Amazing, grade 1. Because the science of today is the technology of tomorrow. Please, grade 1, follow our online class rules. Be prepared on the time. Raise your hand to respond and to ask any questions. Close your mic and close your camera and no one write on the chat, okay? Now let's start. Can you tell me what about our lesson? What is the title of our lesson? Who remember what is the title of our lesson? Yeah, so what's your name? What's your name? No. Okay. Yeah, it is about with the weather. So weather all around us. Weather all around us. Now no one answer without calling, okay? If I call your name, you can answer me. Okay, grade 1? All of you now close your mic.
Okay.
Yeah, so close your mic, all of you, and no one answer if I not ask you, okay? Okay, Bismillah, let's start. Our objectives, inshallah, in this lesson, we will identify the different weather conditions and we will investigate the ways to measure different weather conditions. Okay, first, let's start. How is the weather today? Who can tell me how is the weather today? Can you tell me, Talib? How is the weather today? No, Talib. Where is Talib? Talib, and no one answer without calling. You are excellent boys and you know the rules, okay? So Talib, where are you, Talib? Are you here? Okay, where are you, Abdullah Jammah? Can you tell me, Abdullah Jammah, about the weather today? Yes, Abdullah, tell me, how is the weather today? Yes, Abdullah.
Yes, teacher. And you.
Abdullah.
Sunny. Yes, teacher.
Tell me, close your mic. Only Abdullah can answer me. Yes, Abdullah. Tell me, how is the weather today?
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, today it is sunny. How is the weather today? Yes, Abdullah. Today it's sunny or cloudy?
Sun.
It's sunny? Yeah, today it's sunny. And what about the temperature? It is hot or cold today? Yes, Abdullah, hot or cold? Hot. Today, hot. Are you sure?
Hot.
Are you sure today is hot? But I'm feeling cold. Yeah, it's cold. Thank you so much, Abdullah. Okay, thank you so much, Abdullah. Okay, let's start. So today, the weather, it's sunny, and we have different kind of the weather. Maybe sunny, cloudy, or sunny, cloudy, rainy, or snowy. So sunny, cloudy, rainy, or snowy. And we know in the last period that we study the weather because the weather affects, number one, on what you wear. Number one, on what you wear. If it is cold, we will wear a jacket. And if it is hot, we will wear a t-shirt, just a t-shirt, and we will take off our jackets. Number 2, the weather affects what the activities you can do. What the activities you can do. You can swim, but only you can swim in the summer or in a hot weather. Okay, so we know why we study the weather. And what is the weather? The weather, what the air and sky are like each day. What the air and sky are like each day. Okay, what is the weather? What the air and sky are like each day. Can you tell me, Mishal, what is the weather? Mishal? Mishal. Okay, can you tell me, Fahad?
No.
Fahad? Are you Fahad or Mishal? Okay, Battal. Yes, Battal. So tell me, Battal, what is the weather? Yes, what? The air and... Yes, Battal, what? The air and...
Sun.
And the sky. What the air and?
Sky.
Yes, what the air and sky are like each day. What the air and sky are like each day. Each
Day.
Yes, thank you, Battal. Amazing boy. Thank you so much. So, what is the weather grade 1? What the air and sky are like each day. So, if the scientists wanted to know about the weather, they must look at the air and the sky. What about the sky? The sky may be sunny or cloudy. The sky may be sunny or cloudy. And what about with the air? The air may be warm or cold. The air may be warm or cold. So what about with the sky? Adil Naif? Adil? Adil? Okay, Mishal. Mishal, I can see your name, but why not answer? Mishal? Okay, Abdullah Saleh?
Yes, teacher.
Abdullah, so tell me, Abdullah, what about with the sky? The sky may be
Cloudy.
sunny. Yeah, cloudy, amazing, but can you say cloudy? Cloudy or?
Sunny.
Amazing, Abdullah. Thank you so much, Abdullah. And what about with the air, Mishal? Okay, what about with the air, Sulaiman? Sulaiman?
Cold.
The air may be cold, yeah, like today, yeah? Today, are you feeling cold?
No.
But you feeling warm today? Yes, Sulaiman. Today. Are you feeling warm or cold?
Cold.
Cold. So the air may be cold or?
Warm.
Warm. Amazing, Sulaiman. Thank you so much, Sulaiman. So grade 1, the weather changes from day to day. The weather changes from day to day. Maybe today the weather is sunny, but tomorrow, inshallah, the weather it is cloudy. So the weather changes from day to day. And we can describe the weather. But how we can describe the weather? We can describe the weather by 3 ways. We can describe the weather by 3 ways. Number 1, by the temperature. Number 2, by the rain. Number 3, by the wind. So we can describe the weather by 3 ways. Number 1, temperature. Number 2, rain. Number 3, wind. Who can tell me now how we can describe the weather? Can you tell me, Ahmed Abdul Mun'im? Yes, Ahmed? Ahmed. Okay, Badr. Can you tell me, Badr?
Yes, teacher.
So tell me, Badr, how we can describe the weather? We can describe the weather by 3 ways. Number 1, by
the
temperature. By the temperature. Can you repeat?
Yes.
This one. Yeah, temperature. By the
rain.
Yes, but repeat after me. Number 1, temperature. By the
Yes, teacher. I am Ahmed.
Okay, wait, Ahmed, please. After Badr. Yes, Badr. Can we can describe the weather by number 1, temperature. By
Number 1.
yes, temperature. Can you repeat? Temperature.
Temperature.
Temperature. Yeah, one more time. Temperature.
Temperature.
Yes, number 1 by the temperature, and number 2 by the rain. Number 2 by the
rain.
Yeah, amazing. And number 3 by the wind. By the
wind.
Amazing, Badr. Thank you so much, Badr. Okay, now how can we measure the weather? We can measure the weather, or we can describe the weather by 3 ways: temperature, wind, or rain. What about the temperature? The temperature is maybe hot or, sorry, warm or cold. Warm or cold. And what about with the wind? And what about with the rain? I will tell you. First, we will talk about the temperature. What about with the temperature is how warm or cold the air is. So is how warm or cold the air is. So when we talk about the temperature, it is how warm or cold the air is. How warm or cold the air is. Yes, Ahmed, can you tell me again about the temperature?
Is how warm or cold the air is.
Amazing, Ahmed. Thank you so much, Ahmed. Thank you so much. So, but grade 1, what causes the temperature to change? How the temperature can change? How today the temperature it is cold and tomorrow the temperature will be warm. How? By the sun. The sun causes the temperature to change. The sun causes the temperature to change. So when the sun warms the air will be, or the temperature will be warm. When the sun warms the air, the temperature will be warm. So the sun affects on the temperature, and the sun change the temperature. But when there is no sun, or when there is no sun, the temperature will be cold. The temperature will be cold. The temperature will be cold. So when I ask you what causes the temperature to change, yes, Auday, can you tell me what causes the temperature to change?
Sun warm the air.
Yes, the sun. The sun causes the temperature to change. When the sun warms the air, the temperature will be warm or cold? Again, Auday, when the sun, we get amazing warm. But when there is no sun in this day,
cold.
Cloudy maybe. So what about the temperature?
Cold.
It is cold. Amazing, Auday. Thank you so much, Auday. Good boy. Now, how can we measure the weather, grade 1? How can we measure the weather, or how can we measure the temperature on the weather? We can describe the weather by the temperature. And how can we measure the temperature? By the thermometer. By the thermometer. So one more time, can you repeat after me? Thermometer, 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 thermometer. Thermometer, it is a tool we can use to measure the temperature. We can use to measure the temperature. Now, because the coronavirus, when you go to any place, you must or they must measure your temperature by this tool, and it is called thermometer. It is called thermometer. One more time, it's called thermometer. So how can we measure the weather? The temperature by the thermometer. By the thermometer. So can you tell me again, Yusuf? Yusuf Khalid?
Yeah, yes, teacher.
So tell me, Yusuf, how can we measure the temperature by the
thermometer.
Yes, one more time. Thermometer. Thermometer.
Thermometer.
One more time. Amazing, Yusuf. Thermometer.
Thermometer. Thermometer.
Yeah, thank you so much, Yusuf. By the thermometer, we can measure what by the thermometer? Yes, Nayan, we can measure what by the thermometer? We can measure the rain or the temperature.
Teacher, I'm clear.
Answer me, Nayan, please. Help me. How can we use the thermometer to measure what? To measure the temperature or to measure the rain?
Measure.
The temperature or rain?
Rain.
Rain, are you sure?
Measure.
The temperature. Can you repeat? Temperature. One more time, Thanayan. Temperature. Amazing, Thanayan. One more time. Temperature. One more. Yes, temperature. So how we can measure the temperature, Thanayan? By the thermometer. By the by the thermometer. By the Okay, you know this thermometer? Can you see it when you go away or when you go outside?
Yes.
Yeah, they use the thermometer to measure your temperature because the coronavirus, yeah? You know? Thank you so much, Thanayan. So this is about the temperature. The people use the thermometer to measure the temperature. Look here, what about the temperature here? Who can tell me the temperature here? It is.
Me.
No, close your mic. I will choose who can answer with me. Here, look at this picture. What about the temperature? Can you tell me, Ali Abdullah?
Teacher.
Yes, Ali Abdullah. So tell me, Ali, in this picture, what about the temperature? It is 21 degrees. So what about the temperature? Is it warm or cold?
Cold.
Here, in this picture, can you see it?
Yes,
This one.
cold.
It is cold here?
Warm.
Yeah, I think it is warm, but look, they not wear a jacket, but they wear just a t-shirt, so it is warm. It is warm. Thank you so much, Ali. What about you, Ziad? Ziad? Look at this picture, Ziad.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Ziad, look here, Ziad. What about the temperature in this picture? Yeah, it is warm or cold? Ziad, Muhammad, close your mic, Muhammad Saad.
This teacher, me.
Yes, Aris, please wait. Ziad.
Yes.
So can you answer me, Ziad? Look at this picture and tell me what about the temperature here. It is warm or cold?
Warm.
Yeah, it is here. Picture number 2. It is warm or cold? Look, they wear a jacket and hat, so it is hot. Yeah, it is cold. Thank you so much, Ziad. So it is cold. So we can use the thermometer to measure the temperature. We can use the thermometer to measure the temperature. Ziad, close your mic. Thank you so much. Okay. So we can use the thermometer to measure the temperature. And when we measure the temperature, we can describe the weather. When we measure the temperature, we can describe the weather. So what can the temperature be like? The temperature grade 1 may be hot or warm or cold. So what about the temperature? What can the temperature be like? The temperature may be hot on the sunny day, or warm, or cold. Okay, this is what about the temperature. So again, what can the temperature be like? Can you tell me, Saud, what the temperature be like?
Hot.
Yes, hot or?
Warm and cold.
Amazing, Saud. Hot, warm, cold, or cold. Thank you, Saud. Excellent boy. Thank you so much. And faster. Okay, so this is about the temperature. And what about the rain, grade 2, grade 1, sorry. What about the rain? But first, or before we talk about the rain, I have a game. Yes, okay. Where are you, Saud? What happened?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Okay. Sorry, okay, thank you, Saud. Thank you so much. I asked Saad. Okay, Saad. Yes, Saad?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Saad, look at this picture and tell me. Here we have different kind of the weather, okay?
Okay.
Okay. What about the first one? It is snowy. Which picture here?
Yes.
Okay, Saad. Which picture here describe the snowy weather? Number 1 or number 2?
Number 1.
Number 1, this is a snowy weather. This is snowy. Or number 2?
Number 2.
Amazing, Saad. Thank you so much, Saad. Yes, Abdurrahman Al-Afari? Quickly, Abdurrahman, please open your mic. Okay, Sanad? Sanad?
Yes, teacher.
Hi, Sanad, welcome. Okay, Sanad, can you tell me about the rainy weather, Sanad? Which picture here describe the rainy weather? Number 1 or number 2? Yes, Sanad, quickly, please.
Number 2.
Look here. Number 1, rainy, or number 2, rainy? Raining.
Number 2.
Number 2 here, it is rainy. Where is the rain? Can you see the rain here?
Rain.
Yeah. So the rainy in number 1 or number 2?
Number 3.
No, I ask you about this 2 picture, only 2. 1 or 2? 1, this one? Yeah, this one. Amazing, Sanad. Thank you so much, Sanad. Yes, Asil Faiz?
Yes, teacher.
Tell me, Asil, where the hot weather?
Number 2.
1 or 2
2.
or 3? Hot is hot. 1 or 2 or 3?
2.
This one?
Yes.
This is sunny or hot?
Sunny.
Yeah, it is sunny. Amazing, Asil. Thank you so much, Asil. Yes, Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik?
Yes.
Okay, tell me where is the hot weather? 1 or 2 or 3 or 4? Okay, Abdul Malik, please. Open your mic, Abdul Malik.
Yes.
Yeah.
3.
1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Hot. Hot. Oh, it is very hot.
4.
4. Amazing, Abdul Malik. Thank you so much. Asil Khalid.
Yes, please me.
Okay, Aris, wait, please. Wait, honey. Yes, Asil.
Yes. Yes.
Where is the windy weather? Windy. Number 1 or 2 or 3, windy?
1.
Amazing, Asil. Thank you so much. Yes, Aris. Yes, Aris. Quickly tell me about the cold. 1 or 2? Yeah.
Down 1.
Amazing, Aris. Thank you so much. Yes, Salim.
Yes.
The last one. It is this one. Sure. Yeah, it is cloudy. Amazing, Salim. Thank you so much, grade 1. You are amazing. So this is about the weather. MashaAllah, your answer is correct. Okay. Okay. Now let's talk about the rain. How can we measure the weather by the rain? How can we measure the weather by the rain? Maybe we have little of rain or more of rain. Okay, so maybe the rain, it is little, or we have little of rain, or we have more of rain. But now, how we can describe or how we can measure this rain? Look at this tool. It is a tool used to measure the rain, and it's called rain gauge. It's called rain gauge. So can you repeat after me? Rain gauge. One more time. Rain gauge. Rain gauge. Rain gauge. How can we measure the rain? By the rain gauge. Look, this is like the cup, and the rain fall here in this cup. And we can measure how about the rain, it is little or it is more, how about the rain, okay? So how can we measure the weather? By the rain, we can measure the weather, or we can describe the weather by the rain. We can describe the weather by the rain. And how can we measure this rain? By the rain gauge, by the rain gauge, by the rain gauge. One more time, by the rain gauge. So can you tell me, Nawaf, how can we describe or how can we measure the rain? By the
rain gauge.
Rain gauge. One more time. Rain
Gauge.
Yeah.
Gauge.
Amazing, Nawaf. Thank you so much, Nawaf. Okay. Yes, Adam. Adam.
Yes, teacher.
Tell me, Adam, how can we measure the rain? By the rain?
Rain gauge.
Amazing. By the rain?
Rain gauge.
Yeah, by the rain gauge. Amazing. Thank you so much. Good boy. Okay. So we can measure the weather by the rain gauge, by the rain gauge. And we can measure the temperature by the thermometer, by the thermometer, okay? Now we can describe the weather. We can describe the weather by and we can measure the temperature by the thermometer. We can describe the rain, we can describe the weather by the rain, and we can measure the rain by the rain gauge, by the rain gauge. And what about with the wind? When the air is moving, it is the wind. When the air is moving, it is the wind. So what about with the end? Or what is the end? Is moving air. It is moving air. So what about with the end, Omar Maher? The wind, sorry. What about the wind? Yes, Omar, can you tell me what about the wind? Yeah. It is moving air. When the air is moving, it is the wind. It is. Again, what about with the wind? It is. Moving. Yeah, amazing. One more time. It is moving.
Air.
Yeah, can you describe the wind for me, Omar? The wind may be slowly or very?
Fast.
Yeah, or very fast. Or very fast. Amazing, Omar. Faster boy. Thank you so much, Omar. So what about with the wind, grade one? The wind, it is moving air. It is moving air, and maybe the wind are slowly or very fast. Maybe the wind are slowly or are very fast. But how can we measure the wind? We can measure it by the wind vane, but I will tell you about this wind vane tomorrow, inshallah. Okay? So what we learned today we can identify the different weather conditions and we know how the ways or you can investigate the ways to measure the different weather conditions. Now I want you to bring your notebook and write the word with me, okay? The new word for today. Okay, first we talk about the weather.
Teacher book what? Teacher book what?
Your notebook, okay? First we talk about the weather. Yes, Saleh? Can you help me to write weather?
Yes, teacher, please me.
Okay, Aris. You want to help me? Yeah.
A-C.
Okay.
E-R.
Thank you, Aris. But Aris, please don't answer if I not call your name, okay? I know that you are excited. Thank you so much. So the weather. This is number one. And how can we describe the weather? Who is not answer? Ahmed Muhammad? Amir Fahmi? Abdurrahman Ammar?
Yes. Yes.
What's your name?
Amir Fahmi.
Okay, Amir.
Amir Fahmi.
Yes, Amir. I tell you that the weather we can describe by three ways. Number one, we can describe by the temperature. We can describe by temperature. Amazing. Temperature. Yeah. So can you help me to write temperature? Temperature.
R.
A T U R E. And how can we measure the temperature? Thank you so much. Good boy. Yusuf Al-Helw, how can we measure the temperature, Yusuf?
Yes, teacher, please.
Are you Yusuf?
No, me, Aris.
So please, Aris, close your mic. Yes, yes, Yusuf Al-Helw.
Teacher, me, Al-Helw.
Yes, Yusuf, how can we measure the temperature? By the thermometer. By the thermometer. Yes, thermometer. Can you write with me, grade one? Please write quickly. Thermometer. Okay, so number one, we can describe the weather by the temperature. Thank you, Yusuf. Amazing, Yusuf. Yes, Abdulaziz Hussein. Abdulaziz. Yes, so number one, we can describe the weather by the temperature. And number two, we can describe by the rain. You can describe by the rain. I tell you, write in your notebook, okay? And all of you close your mic now. Yes, Abdulaziz, we can measure the weather by the rain, yeah? Describe the weather by the rain.
Number what?
Write with me. Or tell me, I ask you. Abdulaziz, are you Abdulaziz?
Yes.
So Abdulaziz, we can describe the weather by the rain. How can we measure the rain, Abdulaziz? By the rain gauge. By the rain. By the rain gauge. By the rain.
Rainy.
No. How can we measure the rain, Abdulaziz? Measure the rain. By the rain. Rain gauge.
Rain gauge.
Amazing. Rain gauge. Rain.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Don't answer.
Okay, Ibrahim, you will answer. Now we have evaluation, okay? I hope you can finish because there is no time, so the evaluation. Yes, Ibrahim, let's start. Number one, match the correct answer, okay? What the air and sky are like each day? It is the, what is this, Ibrahim? What the air and sky are like each day?
She said the book.
No. Now just focus with me. It's the evaluation, okay? Don't open your book now. Just focus with me. Yes, Ibrahim. What the air and the sky are like each day? It is the temperature or weather?
Weather.
Yeah, it is the weather. Amazing, Ibrahim. It is the weather. Thank you so much, Ibrahim. Yeah.
Again, the picture didn't write.
Okay, you can write after we finish from your book. Yes, Muhammad Saad?
Yes.
Muhammad Saad? Yes, Muhammad. The air, I tell you that the weather, what the air and sky are like each day. What about the air? The air can be what or cold? Muhammad, the air can be what or cold? Can be warm or cold or cloudy or cold? Yes, Muhammad. Muhammad, the air there. I don't ask you about the sky. The sky is cloudy maybe, but I ask you about the air. What about the air? The air may be what or cold? Warm or cold? Yes, correct. Yes, Muhammad. Okay, Muhammad. Ilyas. Ilyas.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Ilyas. So the air can be what or cold, Ilyas? Warm or cloudy?
Again?
The air can be what or cold? Warm or cold or cloudy or cold?
Warm or cold?
Amazing, warm or cold. Thank you so much. Yes, Ali Gamal. And the sky, what about the sky, Ali Gamal? The sky can be what or sunny? Ali Gamal. Okay, Abdurrahman Ahmed.
Yes, sir. I am don't answer. I am Reyes.
Okay, Rais, answer me, Rais. So, Rais, the sky can be what or sunny? Cloudy or warm or sunny?
Cloudy.
Cloudy, amazing, Rais. Thank you so much, Rais. Okay. Where are you, Abdurrahman Ahmed?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Abdurrahman. Number 4, Abdurrahman, the sun. The sun causes what to change? The sun causes the temperature or the moving to change?
Moving.
Moving. I will tell you, Abdurrahman. When the sun warm the
Temperature.
Yeah, the sun causes the temperature to change. Maybe the temperature are warm by the sun or it is cold when there is no sun, yeah? Yes, Abdurrahman?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Abdurrahman. Okay, not answer. Abdurrahman Ammar. Saleh. Nuaiman.
Yes.
Yes, Nuaiman. Okay. So tell me, are you Abdurrahman Ammar?
Yes.
Okay, so Abdurrahman Ammar, number 5. Wind is what the air? Wind is moving air or weather air?
Moving.
Yes, amazing. Wind is moving air. Wind is moving Air. Thank you so much, Abdurrahman. And who is not answer? You call your name and you can open it. عمرو هيثم.
الجميع واضح تواصل مع ليانوتا.
عمرو هيثم.
Yes.
Yes, Amr. So tell me, Amr. All of you close your mic. Only Amr. What the air and sky are like each day? It is the weather or temperature, Amr? Yes, Amr. Where are you, Amr? Okay, who is not answered? Weather or temperature, Amr?
Repeat the question.
Okay, what the air and sky are like each day? What the air and sky are like each day? It is the weather or temperature?
Temperature.
It is the weather, Amr. It is the weather. What the air and sky are like each day, it is the weather. It is the weather, Amr, okay? It is the weather. Okay, Amr? Where are you, Amr? Okay, who is not answer? Mr. Radwan, Haytham Hamdan, Ahmad Muhammad. Okay, thank you so much, grade 1. Now my period is finished. You can leave the meeting, okay?
Bye.